As introduction, quality control is a process through which a business seeks to ensure that quality product is maintained and improved. According to Ishikawa, quality must be comprehensively defined because it is crucial to customer satisfaction. Pareto diagram, cause of an effect diagram, histogram control chart, scatter diagram, process flow diagram, and check sheet are the 7 QC tools used to solve the issues. These tools have their own function in the manufacturing industry to keep improving our quality products.
JABIL is a global manufacturing company with more than 250,000 employees across 100 locations in 30 countries. We are big, but we are not a household brand, they said, because most of what we make is our customer. That list includes 300 of the biggest brands in the world in every market, from healthcare, packaging, smartphones, and cloud equipment to automotive and home appliance. Making anything possible and everything better is a company-wide goal at JABIL, which is the JABIL mission. Their vision is to be the most dependent and cutting-edge supplier of production solutions. To make the success of the world's top brands possible, they combine an unequal breadth and depth of end market experience, technical and design skill, manufacturing know-how, supply chain insight, and global product management expertise. Their motivations come from a shared desire to improve one another, their neighborhood, and the environment.
Next part is a methodology part. It consists of research design, data collection, and data analysis. So let's discover what is research design. Research design is a design that consists of information about the method, technique, and essential detail of a project. We decide to use qualitative and quantitative research design into this project to identify the main problems, the main causes, propose a solution, and evaluate the solution. For quantitative research design, we use an online platform which is Google Form to obtain the reviews from 60 respondents. Meanwhile, for qualitative research design, it will help us to obtain the information about how and why the problems occur. So we having an interview sessions with line leader of JABIL company, which is Mr. Afiq Huzaifah. Next is the data collection. Data collection is process of gather, measure, and analyze the accurate data. So in this data collection, we're having an interview session with line leader of JABIL company, which is Mr. Afiq Huzaifah, to obtain the data, having a discussion, and provide suggestion for improvement idea. We also have decided that the suitable tool to solve problems that related to quality are flowchart, Pareto diagram, Ishikawa diagram, affinity diagram, interrelationship diagram, theory diagram, and matrix diagram. Next is data analysis. For data analysis, we must according to the flowchart from the beginning until the end of the process. So we start from the top, which is identify the problem, and then we identify the causes, and then identify the main causes, propose solutions, and the last one is evaluate the solutions. Move to the result part. So I will explain about understand the process of flowchart. Before the customer want to make an agreement or contract with the JABIL company, so they need to discuss and brief with JABIL company regarding to what customer want. Because of that, in JABIL company, they have two kinds of process flowchart, which is the first one is first article flowchart, and the second one is the mass production flowchart. For first article flowchart, it shows the process or flow before the company and customer agree to make a product. For mass production flowchart, it shows the process after the customer and company have signed a contract between both of them. Then, when they already signed the contract, so Jabil can produce the product. Jabil can continue produce the product until the period that have been agreed. So these are the process flowchart for first article flowchart, and this is the flowchart for mass production flowchart of Jabil company. Next, we must identify the main problems by using Pareto diagram. Pareto diagram consists of bar and line graph. So, Pareto diagram is used to determine the main problems that occur in the companies or any organization. According to the interview session that have been held with Mr. Afiq Huzaifa, so there are 5 problems that occur in Jabil company. So, the first problems is human error, which 24 frequency and 40% of percentage from 60 respondents. Human error is the main problems that can slow the process in Jabil company. The second problem is lack of experience with 15 amounts of frequency and 25% of percentage. And number 3 is high pressure environment with 12 frequency and 20% of percentage. Number 4 is shortage of materials with 6 frequency and 10% of percentage. And the last one is insufficient funds with 3 frequency and 40% of percentage. So based on the information, the Pareto diagram can be obtained. So the first step, we need to calculate the cumulative frequency. After that, from cumulative frequency, we calculate the accumulated percentage. So that we need to draw the bar and line graph by using the information about the frequency and accumulated percentage that we already calculate earlier. So we draw the bar and line graph. So this is the Pareto diagram of Jabil company.
I will present about what issues that affecting the product productivity. In this part, we use affinity diagram to sort the 4M1E. The 4M1E stand as man, material, machine, method, and environment. We discover that for man, the issues that affecting the product productivity is lack of experience, insufficient training, personality traits, and behavior limitation. Meanwhile, for material, the shortage of materials, supply interruption, a restricted supply due to avoiding the occurrence during festive season. For machines, there is a delay maintenance, insufficient cost to service, and it has been used by unskilled worker. For method, the issues that affecting the product productivity is misunderstanding of workflow, machine breakdown, and miscommunication through the department. For the last but not least is environment. There is the issue which is the high pressure environment, not applying 5S, and shifting working hours.
According to the Ishikawa diagram, this company classified the reason into 5 categories, which is material, machine, method, worker, and workplace. For worker, there are various issues that contribute to product productivity in the worker category, such as lack of experience, insufficient training, and personality trait and behavior limitation. For material, classifying shortage of material, supply interruption, and restrict supply due to avoiding the occurrence during festive season are the main issue affecting the productivity process. Machine are the next category that has an influence on the company's productivity procedure with a point of reference delay, maintenance, insufficient cost to service, and used by unskilled worker are the related issue to machine that affect company productivity. This will be subsequently perceived by the next category of methods, which is misunderstanding of workflow, machine breakdown, and miscommunication through the department are the issues that affect company productivity.
Last but certainly not least, the major issue related to the workplace influencing productivity consists of the high pressure working environment, not applying 5S, sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain, and shift working hours.
In this video, I will explain the interrelationship diagram. There are 15 causes that will affect productivity, which consist of miscommunication through departments, restricted supply due to avoiding the occurrence during the festive seasons, lack of experience training, insufficient cost to service, misunderstanding of workflow used by unskilled workers, personality trait and behavioral limitations, insufficient training, delayed maintenance, supply interruption, shortage of materials, machine breakdown, not applying 5S, high pressure environment, and the last one is shift working hours. Based on the diagram, I can conclude that there are three main problems faced by the Jabil company. That is miscommunication between departments and lack of training has three outgoing errors, which means it is the main point where this problem occurs. Whereas misunderstanding of workflow has three inbound errors, which is one of the main effects of the prevailing point. In conclusion, the company needs to play an important role in overcoming the causes and effect of this problem because it involves the workforce. So they need to master the workforce to make them more proficient in generating better productivity. In this diagram, there are four issues that affect manpower. These four issues are taken from the relationship diagram, namely lack of experience, misunderstanding of workflow, a high pressure environment, and miscommunication through departments. And I will explain in summary each of the ways to overcome these issues. For the issues of lack of experience, the way to overcome it is to volunteer with the community to add experience. And finally, it can ease the burden on the manpower in addition to being able to establish good relationship with other workers. Update workflows when needed to address the issue of misunderstanding of workflow also plays a big role because it can prevent manpower from making the mistake. In addition, reaching out for help from colleagues play an important role, especially when facing a high-pressure environment in the workplace, because it is able to reduce one's burden by releasing his sense of pressure to colleagues as well as getting guidance in overcome the prevailing problems. Miscommunication through departments can be overcome by avoiding making excessive assumptions. Therefore, leaders need to constantly ask whether their manpower can master assigned tasks or not.
Based on 9 solutions with 4 criteria, we use 3 ranges. The shader circle has the biggest impact by giving 9 marks. The unshaded circle is medium impact with 5 marks, and the triangle is low impact with 1 marks. After completing counting for the matrix diagram, there is only one highest ranking for the solution, which is 203 marks. The solution is to develop a plan to build trust. The formula of calculation is multiply the bigger impact with the lower cost criteria plus high impact from shorter time plus high impact for the priority plus low impact of competency of operator. For example, the calculation of the higher solution, open bracket 9 times 10 close bracket plus 9 times 7 close bracket plus open bracket 5 times 6 close bracket time plus open bracket 5 times 4 close bracket equal 203 marks. The solution option must be solved at first since it is the first ranking among the 12 solution. Developing a plan to build trust was the best solution for JAJAK. The researchers defines the higher solution by using the formula of shorter plus higher impact for priority criteria and plus low impact with acceptance criterions operator. For example, solution open bracket 9 plus 9 times 10 close bracket plus open bracket 9 times 7 close bracket plus open bracket 5 times 6 plus open bracket 5 times 4 close bracket equal 203 marks. With this solution, the company can grow in the process of producing product as well compete the advanced company in the market. Yes.
For suggestion, we will recommend Trouble Manufacturing Malaysia to use lean manufacturing implementation. By recruiting a multi-skilled personnel or worker, it is to ensure a continual flow of goods, which is multi-skilled workers can be shifted from position to position. Aside from that, Trouble Manufacturing Malaysia could implement a 5S program. This can assist the manufacturing flow go more smoothly without any major complication. Lastly, the company might using moving line production by supplying an automated setter for tactile manufacturing. It is a tool for exposing waste and removing difficulties.
Based on Pareto analysis, human error is the main issue in the company, which is 40% of the total problem. 5 main causes have been identified through Ishikawa diagram, and relationship are divided into 5 categories, which is material, machine, technique, man, and environment. Several solutions have been proposed for improvement based on the causes that the company face. Based on metric diagram evaluation, first, a lower cost, 2, a shorter time, 3, a higher priority for operator competency. This study will help these companies as a guideline to improve their process in the future for a better performance.
I know gold is not enough.